I'm Patricia Sproat,
I am Doug Sproat.
and together we have established the Darvin K. Sproat Endowed Scholarship Fund at William Carey University. Last winter, we received a very moving letter from a student who had received the Darvin K. Sproat Endowed Scholarship Fund. It was very moving to Doug and me, and I would like to share that letter with you. I am one of the students who have been blessed by your generous donation, and while I may struggle to fully express my gratitude, I will do my best. I am 33 years old and a native of the Gulf Coast. In July 2016, I discovered I was pregnant while in an emotionally and physically abusive relationship. I finally found the courage to leave my child's father just before her birth in April 2017. God knew what He was doing when He blessed me with her. She not only saved my life, but also made me a better person. After her birth, I wasn't sure how I would financially support the two of us. My parents, who worked in the casino industry, encouraged me to attend dealing school to become a table games dealer. While my job at the casino provided for us, it came at a significant cost. I barely got to see my daughter. I would drop her off at a daycare at 9 a.m. and I would go to work for the 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. shift, relying on my mother, who had just been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, to pick her up at 6 p.m. Most nights, I wouldn't get her from my mom until 8:15 or 8:30 p.m., and most of the time, she was already asleep. Even though my mother was bedridden for 6 to 7 months, she helped as much as she could while I worked every weekend and every holiday, which left me feeling depressed and heartbroken because I felt like I was missing my daughter growing up. In 2020, my mom encouraged me to go back to school to pursue my passion for working with children. She pointed out that this career would allow me to be on the same schedule as my daughter. I prayed endlessly, but often felt discouraged. As a single mother, working full-time, I doubted I could manage school as well.
In February 2021, I had to quit my job because the hours conflicted with the field experience requirements for my program. Since I resigned, I couldn't apply for unemployment, and no other job could provide enough income to cover childcare. My mother was in and out of doctor's appointments due to her illness, so I became a stay-at-home mom, relying solely on my income tax refund. In my final trimester of school, with graduation within reach, I learned that my financial aid was completely tapped out. I was barely getting by on the last bit of my refund and didn't even have enough to cover a third of my tuition. I thought I would have to drop out. I might get emotional. I cried and prayed and asked God to make a way. I applied for loans but couldn't get approved. When confiding with a friend about my situation, she told me about the Endowed Scholarship and encouraged me to reach out to Mrs. Golson. I shared my story with her, and within minutes, thanks to your incredible generosity, my tuition was paid in full. I dropped to my knees and I thanked God. I couldn't believe that there were people like you who gave so selfishly to help people like me. Today I am working as a school teacher, and I am blessed to ride to school with my daughter every day. For the first time, I was able to spend Christmas with her. I am beyond grateful for what you have done for my daughter and me. I will never forget this. Your kindness has inspired me to bless others when I am able. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your generosity. It has made all the difference in our lives. With heartfelt gratitude.